most families have a tragedy. And mine was the loss of my oldest daughter. And up until that time, I hadn't spent much time talking to the Almighty. But since that time, I've talked to him quite a bit. I don't know that he's answered me, but he did when I led the grace last time for a safe hunt, we got a safe hunt. So maybe it'll work this time too. And one of the things that I'm so grateful for is the camaraderie of all of you here. And the fun that we have, the stories we tell, watching the younger kids grow up. And it's been just a joy every year to be here and to be a participant with you all. And I always enjoy having the people from the other gun club come and getting to know them a little better. So I'm grateful for the food that we eat. We have a wonderful chef, Jim, Lisa, that prepares our meals. I'm grateful for the people that manage our duck club, and Tony and son Austin and mother Heidi. And it's been a long period of over 25 years that we've been doing this. And I hope you enjoy it, the camaraderie and the fun that I have done over the years. And so, thank you, God.
That too, but I love making this statement. You're going to participate in the most dangerous thing you'll ever do in your life right now, or out hunting something. I don't know why I like to say that, but I do. Because it's actually the truth. When you can go out with your friends and kill your friends on just a mistake and stuff, you got to really start paying attention and stuff like that. I'm going to go through a few things here, and I'm going to even bring you to a couple of something that happened to me just recently of how you can get caught up in this gun thing and stuff like that. And number one, when you go to pick up a gun or when you go to get a gun, there's a couple of things that you want to pay attention to right away. Like, is the action open? And we want the actions open when you bring them in. We want to be able to see if it's a break open gun. We want it broke open. We want to be able to see as the guides and stuff like that. Is that gun safe? If it's a pump or pumps, a brick and a half. I mean, is there a gun that you can't tell it's not? You got the automatic. You got a pump gun's going to be open if you have the action open. A break open gun, I mean, if you're carrying it open. But so the first thing we look at is to see if when people are setting guns down, is it open? Is it safe and stuff like that. Number two, muzzle. Keeping the muzzle always pointed in a safe direction will get you out of every bit of trouble if you screw up all the rest of the rules. If the gun goes off and it's pointing in a safe direction, no one gets hurt. Always, when you pick up a gun, make sure that muzzle is either down, up, away from everyone else. I mean, it's hard sometimes in here. I'll grab a gun and people are in here and I'm trying to keep it in a safe manner away from people. If you always point that gun in a safe direction, no one will get hurt. The gun might go off, the gun might do something else, but no one's going to get shot. So always, muzzle, keeping the muzzle up. You never rely on that safety for safety. I don't know why they call it a safety, because it's not the safety part of the gun. Keeping that thing pointed up and stuff is the safety part. No, and I'm going to bring this to tomorrow and stuff hunting now. Tomorrow when you sit down in the blind, everyone's, talk to each other. I'm going to load my gun. Tomorrow you don't load your guns till you get in the blinds and stuff like that. I've had people walk out of that bunkhouse loading guns and I'm like, hey, whoa, we aren't hunting yet, So when you're in the blind, talk to each other. Okay, we're going to load our guns after we sit down and this and that. Okay, I'm shooting this direction, you're shooting that direction, you're shooting this direction. You don't get to shoot across over here and vice versa. Know where you're shooting and what's behind where you're shooting. The guy on the very left, if the ducks are coming into the left-hand blind, those other guys down there, you don't get to swing all the way around and take a shot at the ducks coming into those blinds. Sit down, have a little discussion where you're gonna be shooting. If you drop your gun or something out here, or the gun falls over, and the big thing is dogs. My dogs are gonna knock your guns over. If you don't have a control of your gun, you might get it knocked over. If you get your gun knocked over, then you're gonna call a little timeout and you're gonna say, okay, I got it unloaded. Does it look unloaded? And then you're gonna look down the barrel and make sure that thing didn't fill up with some dirt or something like that. If you fire a gun that's got some dirt in it, you're gonna blow the gun up, the barrel and stuff like that. So if your gun goes down for some reason or this or that, we gotta check the barrel. And then just simple mechanics. If you don't understand the guns and stuff like that, or what.
Not gonna add much. Going off of the barrels and the dropping it, just some of us who maybe haven't shot our guns for a long time, be a good idea to check those barrels. Dirt, even a cobweb or something in there can cause a barrel explosion. My number one thing, barrel safety. Also too, when the dogs are out retrieving, we tend to not want to shoot any more birds, kind of period. Sometimes it's okay for up above, but never on the water. As far as safety, that's all I've got.
Anyone have any questions?
You know, they got Mike and Jim met each other at Grand Adams, I think, many years ago.
What year was it?
So, 51. Jim is the oldest active member of Maple Leaf Gun Club. Mike is the youngest active member of Maple Leaf Gun Club. An interesting thing happened this past year. They each got their first deer. Mike has actually got 2 deer. Jim had one that was eating some of his prized maples and he popped it with a pellet gun and it walked around the corner and died. But Mike is also got a bear, and so you guys got the skunk off the deck. That's good for you.
Okay.